Human Music Podcast.
Fun fact about this one, the original song is like 111 BPM.
Mm-hmm.
And this is at 150. I like to write at like 70 or 75 or 80 just because I just like putting my snare on the two.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a basic bitch. But the original song is at 111 and this song's at 75. And like when I was listening to the track, like on SoundCloud, like ignoring the drums, I just like there was like a rhythm that popped into my head that I was like doing, like I was like tapping the tempo out for myself. I was like, that's not at 111. I wonder if that would even work. And for somehow this vocal with like a little bit of warping just to get stuff, like I guess that's not a little bit of warping. It didn't take me that long, so none of these went very far. But like, I still don't understand how it works in a 4-measure, 4/4 timing to get these vocals to line up the same way with minimal movement at a tempo that is 2/3 the speed. Someone science me an answer for that shit, because I don't know. The only thing I was thinking about is maybe the original vocal was like a triplet swing, and it's just like lands on like the faster version of that, and there was just more space at the ends. I
mean, it certainly was a pretty triplety. That song really reminded me, like I would pair that up in a DJ set with Dangerous Woman, Ariana Grande. Like those songs really always kind of gelled together for me in my brain. And like, so yeah, I think that that might be the case. It's because you went to 2/3 and it was on a triplet.
Yeah.
All the thing. And then now on your more straightforward dubstep style beat at 2/3 the speed, it's like, it's just fitting. But I feel you, man. Sometimes it's the weirdest thing where this shouldn't work. It shouldn't have been this easy to nudge, but somehow it's just like right there on board.
Yeah.
One cool way of doing that intentionally, it's probably some like rhythmic subdivision thing, like you said. And man, I was really disappointed when Dylan fell out with the plurflings, because they were the first that I've seen to do this in electronic music. But something I picked up from a lot of metal bands back in the day is that you can take, say, in the example of like the Dylan collab, he did a 120 house song in triplets into 180 drum and bass. And the reason it works is if you're going from an even like 4/4 type thing, and now you're subdividing it into triplets, the 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, it's the same speed, except you're just counting it, every 3 versus every 2.
Yeah.
And so depending how you look at that, you can do that with like fucking different subdivisions of notes. Like you can take a bar of like 5/4 or 7/8 and then just find what that would equate to in 4/4 and make these like seamless changes that still explore a lot of BPM range and a lot of variety. So I think that might have just been an accidental case where maybe it was like a fucking quintuplet or some shit.
No, I think you explaining that there makes sense, because 111 is the same difference of like that triplet swing, like 111, because it's half again as much, roughly. Yeah, because 110 would be half again as much. Or would it? Anyways.
Yeah, because that's how it works with the...
When you said it, it made sense to me that this is that. So we're just going to go with that.
Yeah, because 120 divided by 2 is 60, and then times 3 is 180.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're just like cutting it in half and duplicating. But does that work with 110? This is where I'm thrown off.
Right, so
like
30, so 75... 37.5. 37.5 times 3. Ooh, this is going to be 111, dude.
Is it? It still works? Because it works the other way, too.
37.5 times 3 is 112.5.
Hence, nudging it a little bit.
That would totally make sense to nudge it a little bit and then get it. I knew that the math made sense. That's awesome.
Just goes to show you don't need to know why the math makes sense if you can feel it and do it.
Exactly.
But it is nice to know if you want to do experimental shit.
I like it.